Guys, it's time to open the weekend doors into the spring garden. Not necessarily the sun shining, but listen, Isak signed. It is a glorious day for Newcastle United, and we may well see him play on Sunday. However, this is the best way to start your weekend, with a good laugh, a bit of crack. That's the way forward with Ttr Friday. So let's do this. Yes, good evening, one and all. We are back. Alex will be with us in momentarily. He's just had to pop into the village for some water because his throat is as dry as Gandhi's flip-flop. He was drinking ale on the last show, so he's probably got a very dry throat. And a massive welcome back to our, well, queen of the hostess of queens, the queens of hostesses. Danielle is back. Danielle, I'm sure you've seen all the love on there. The last few shows you've had. Everybody just sending the best wishes, and you're taking each day at a time, which is good. And of course, you decided to come in here because you need something to put a smile on your face with, and I'm sure we'll do that. Pope or no Pope quiz game, we'll probably do that alone. Seeing me have a mental breakdown again, seeing Billy ask you ridiculously easy ones. You know, I mean, the one in the chat that he asked you earlier, one today, you know, Pope Sid. That was ridiculous. If that comes out tonight, Billy, me and you've got problems with my mind. Words will be had. Pope Sid. I mean, Jesus
Billy
Christ.
being kind.
Yes, but you know, we'll just sort of bronze over that for a little while, because obviously Danielle's not doing a rant tonight for obvious reasons. But we will have Billy's beef, and we will have Shane By Stato comment of the week. I have no idea who's going to win that. It's my fellow host that picked that, and I haven't.
I might have a candidate. I'll just check in the background.
No problem. And yeah, we'll of course have Pope or no Pope a bit later on. People really enjoyed that the last couple of weeks. I didn't enjoy the first one because I was spark out. Last week I wish I'd been spark out because it was shocking. But Danielle is the reigning champion of Pope or no Pope 2 weeks running. So well done. Alex is actually here. Good evening again. Got your water?
You have.
All right. What were you drinking on the other show?
San Miguel celebration.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So just the water to just help it flow a bit better. A few comments. Gary says, get in, a big signing. Chipper says, evening all, what a day to be a Toon fan. Julie says, happy blooming Friday, peeps. Let's have a great show. Keep it friendly and show some love. Keep the click the thumbs up sign, subscribe, and join our family. James says, well, I know what's going on my to-do list this weekend. I'm going straight to St. James's Park to get a 14 Isak on the back of my blue away top. Nice one. Nice one. Good evening, Toon Review family, and a big welcome back to Danielle. Good evening, everyone in the chat. B says, evening, Toon Review lot. Big love to Danielle. Evening, trolls. Tom says, evening, everyone. Absolutely knackered, but starting a week off now and a trip to Wolves on Sunday. Looking forward to the all-day marathon on Thursday too. Indeed, we are. Danielle's going to take pictures of her walking into a doctor's surgery with not under no T-shirt on.
Taking pictures? People think I'm a freak, won't they? Taking a selfie at the doctor's. I mean, who does that?
Well, I know, but you know what's written on your shirt as well, Danielle. I mean, you know.
Shipman used to do it.
Who?
Shipman.
Oh, Billy, you can't go there. You just can't. Gary Binns, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, Isak is going to be a beast. Looking forward to the show and glad to see Danielle back. Thank you, mate. Johannes says, as a Swedish or a Swedaya Newcastle supporter, I'm having the time of my life. Good man. Good evening, David. So, well, yeah, he'd be really happy considering the sign we made today. Tony says, fancy seeing you lot here. Indeed. Strange. It's just like we were on 2 minutes ago. Jim says, good evening and great to see the lovely Danielle. Tom just wanted to say welcome back to Danielle too. Thanks, Darren, Tom. Welcome back, Danielle. Lovely to see you back on the show. David says, have we signed Paqueta?
Oh.
What's the situation with him in West Ham right now? Is it gone
gives
through?
a sudden shit, right? Who gives a damn?
I've heard.
Right?
I've heard.
I don't care.
I've heard he's on the jelly deals, pie and mash, a pint of light and bitter. I love London Town. And
Yeah.
I was on if I
I'm
was
going to sign for West Ham. I am. I'm not sure whether that was Cockney that came out of my mouth or not, but it was.
It's funny, whatever it was.
It was.
Yeah.
It's a weird
Get
signing
out
for
of my pub.
them. I don't get it. He'd play in front of Pablo Fornals, which I thought he was their young, I thought he was their version of that. I don't know. It's weird. We'll see how it works out. Be interesting.
I've never rated him, to be fair.
What, Fornals or Paqueta?
Paqueta. I always thought he was shite.
Oh dear.
Oh, God.
Well, the thing is, Billy, 90% of our fan base have never seen the guy play football.
I've never seen him play.
Right? So people are just making things up as they go. David says, Tony thought so. Paul always mentions it, you cheeky get. Johannes says, sometimes I wonder what David Janola's hairdresser was thinking. That's a very interesting comment to make on a Friday night. Where the hell's Janola come from? Jimmy Jones, thank you very much for £4.49 super chat. And he simply says, Paqueta.
Enjoy him. He's a great player.
Yeah. Michael Marsden, thank you for your £20 super chat, buddy. Really appreciate that. He says, hi all. Great to see you back, Danielle.
Thanks, Michael.
Darren says, play Isak from the start. Give him 60 minutes, then replace him with Wood.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
You just know that Billy is thinking of something there with that sentence.
If he scores a hat trick, it's guaranteed.
Yes. There you go. We just have to give him his opportunity to get it out, otherwise Billy will burst.
I won't get out.
Steve says, welcome back, Danielle. Spike says, nice to see you back, Danielle. Now for some laughs. Julie says, click those likes, indeed. Steve says, what's the odds on Stato shaming Luke Edwards? Well, I don't actually know who he's shaming tonight.
No, I'm not shaming Luke Edwards. I respect the journalists. They do their job. I got a little bit frustrated because it felt like he was attacking the fan base a little bit in response to him being abused, which is fair. Nobody should abuse people. That's not fair. But it's fine.
Well, Gary's right.
It's not a problem. It's fine.
He got shamed by Keith Downey, didn't
he? Did.
So,
journalists are fighting each other. That's
Fantastic.
none of my business. If they want to, they want to hate each other, that's fine.
Yeah. Chippers, thank you for your £10 super chat, buddy. Great you are back, Danielle. Can we all have a laugh at Sunderland tonight?
Oh, I know it's not good, is it?
It's quite up, though, isn't it? I mean, Stoke City's quite renowned for making shit houses, and he's left one for another, hasn't he? They are.
Yeah.
It's the capital of toilet makers.
Well, it is.
Potters.
Yes. I mean, look, it's crazy, isn't it? He's dumping Sunderland to go to. Is it confirmed yet? Has anybody confirmed it, or is it still pie in the sky?
He's talked to the squad and explained what's happening.
What he's explained to the Sunderland squad?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that conversation? I'm sorry, guys, but I've decided to lower my standards to go from Sunderland all the way down to. Stoke. I spent one night in Stoke and I was depressed when I left next day. I went to watch a football match in the pub and it was the most surreal experience of my life and I will never go back.
They live in Stafford, don't they?
You went to Stoke to watch
because I was going to Alton Towers the next day.
Oh.
So we stayed in Stoke, which is right next,
that makes sense.
near enough. And we stayed in a Premier Inn and we decided to go into Stoke because I think Newcastle might have been playing on the night time actually. But it was a match anyway, and just weird, man. Just so dull, and it was, when you just go into a place and it's like, oh, and you just don't want to talk to anyone. But it is what it is. Explore with Mark. Thank you for your £4.49 super chat. Sending tons of love to Danielle. Cheers for keeping my Fridays amazing. Also buzzing with Isak. Who do you think next, guys? Sending well wishes.
God.
Thanks, Mark.
I think Arkwright will be there for the door.
What is the matter with you tonight, Billy? Seriously.
Friday, I love it.
Christ, we're not even 10 minutes in, man.
Good Granville.
Granville. Penguin. The question is Alex actually going to laugh at any jokes tonight? Because if you remember last Friday, he was in the mood of his life. I mean,
tired.
it must have been time of the month for Alex because it was just, it was grim. It was grim.
I'm just knackered.
Sexist
I'm
comment.
exhausted.
And you were fighting on Twitter. You know, last week you were having a Barney with someone. I can't remember who, but you were definitely having a Barney.
Was I? Probably.
Yeah. Good shout too. Maybe he can take over Danielle's rant. Who? Who can take over the rant? Me? I'm not going to rant today because I'll get me into more bother.
Maybe I think Keith Downey possibly might have been talking about that.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, definitely. Funny how Janola's hair is a good start to a discussion.
What a fine mane it was too.
It was fine.
It was definitely a man, without a doubt. Colin says, good to see you back, Danielle.
Thanks,
Gary says, I wonder what shenanigans you'll be up to tonight. Maybe a sneak look at all your fantasy football teams.
Oh, I'm having a mare with mine. I tell you, I've been.
When's the cutoff, by the way? Tell me it's not. Oh, it's all
tomorrow.
right. I keep thinking, is it tonight again? And I'm.
You need to get Isak in there, definitely.
I can't because you know why? Lee said, "Oh, you've got 2 free transfers. Use them." So I did, and then we've signed Isak, and I'm like, "Why are you doing this to us? Why do you keep telling us this stuff?"
I did that 2 weeks ago, Danielle. So I wouldn't worry about it. If I make changes now, I've got to lose some points. But I'm thinking I'm way down anyway.
I'm tempted to just sack it all off and just bring Isak in anyway because I've got Jesus and Haaland and I don't want to lose either. But I want Isak in the team.
You can play
3 up front.
Yeah, I know.
3 up front. Yeah,
but I put Mitra up front sometimes as well with the 3 up front.
I've got Mitra in my team. I've got nobody else. I've got Haaland and I've got Mitra and I've got no one else because everyone else is freaking injured.
For the Mitra haters, he's 3 and 3.
Well, I've actually got the league table in front of me now.
Well, you'd have to go down a fair while to get to my fucking name. That's
Mine.
You don't have to go down on mine. It's fucking. We're talking pages on mine, Billy.
All my points are on the bench every week.
Botman is winning so far on 224.
I think Foxy's
points.
doing very well actually. I've seen Foxy up there. He's doing very well.
Is that Foxy Bingo?
Yeah, but it's because he spanked his triple captain really early. I see
he did.
I see you.
Well, he's 4th on 217. I'm trying to see if I recognize any name. Warren Orton's there in 12th on 210.
Good effort.
I'm trying to see some of the regulars who are normally in the chat. Oh God Almighty, Alex, what's your team called?
Stato's chosen.
Stato's
like
chosen.
150th or something. I've had an absolute
right, okay,
I keep benching Ward Prowse and he keeps playing football.
That's high. That's high.
So the viewers have not heard this yet, but I literally I had Udegaard in my team for game week 1 and 2. And then I wasn't quite happy with how he was playing. Transferred him out, and he went and scored a brace.
Last weekend sucked.
Steve Hunt, who is number 37th, I love his team name. Is your mother well?
That's good.
Well, seeing as I'm sort of a chairman of the league, when you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you get to see where you are, and I'm 351st.
Well, you're close to me then.
Well, I've got 162 points.
I'm in that neck of the woods myself.
Richie Cooper, I like his name. He's in 49th with M6 Toll Rockets.
Oh,
that's a very interesting name. Right, let's see who the next person is from the either from the mods or
it's not me.
I know it's not me. I'm near you, Paul.
Be Alex, I think next.
What you called, Danielle?
Dipsy FC.
Yeah, but you had a really good game week 1, didn't you? So
because Lee used me bench thing without telling us. He put it on. Honestly, he's an absolute...
I love the way Lee's getting the blame for everything that's gone wrong with fantasy football.
But then, funnily enough,
Danielle.
he didn't do it on his own, though.
So he used your bench booster and your free transfers before game week 3.
That's shocking.
And triple captain.
To be fair,
and triple captain.
I haven't used my triple captain.
I was going to say,
Lee, get on it, mate.
That's like using your 3 Who Wants to Be a Millionaire lifelines all in like the first couple of questions.
The £100 question.
Yeah.
Toon Stato is 123rd in the league on 185 points.
There you go, Alex.
I've got 162, so the gap isn't that big, really, is it? To be fair,
I'm angry with that because I made the Udegaard error. I'd be so much higher. Why did I transfer him? Such an idiot.
Well, Dipsy FC is 142 on 183 points. So literally, you're literally 3 points behind Alex. So,
Nah, not after
what's
this weekend.
Lee's
It won't
team
be.
called?
I think he's like top 30 or top 40s. Like
I'm not
something
even
about
going to look.
Netflix or
Kiss me
something.
ass. You can kiss me
Saboteur
ass.
FC.
Yeah, Saboteur FC.
Shall we see who's bottom of the pile?
Oh, this is a bit more our neck of the woods here. It's a bit more.
Christ, how many entrants we got? Bloody hell.
Class though, innit?
Oh, shit. We've got 583 people in this league,
Fab.
which is mental. Bottom is permission to Haaland. Jason Barber, you are on 48 points.
Denied.
Kenny Conundrum is 582 with 65. Ken Nicholson, that is. And Red's Devastators, John Burton, 581.
I'm not saying that, but I'll be down there
70
soon.
points.
You can only choose 3 Man United players. How are you that far down?
And can I just say, Ryan Room over in Canada is 572nd.
Oh, Ryan, you've had a mare.
Just to have a little bit of competition there going on. So
team now.
Listen, we've had 3 weeks of it, so it will open up a bit the points gap, I'm sure, as the season goes on. But at the minute, that is the way it stands. My team, I've currently got Mitrovic, Jesus, and Haaland up front.
Yeah, that's my front three as well. But one of them is going to get sacked off at Isak, definitely.
Yeah, and I've got.
I'm going to have to take the points.
Yeah, Bruno, Dewsbury Hall, Maddison, and Salah. Maddison has a twinge, so he won't be playing. It's all over the shop. Nathan Page, thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome to the members club, my friend. Thank you for your support. And a £10 super chat from Robert Pyle. Go and get Ramos and Kone on permanent deal and Pulisic on loan. Job done. If only it was as easy as that. We'd be doing it all the time. Tony, he's disappeared. Paul and Billy in the thumbnail, says Tony. Yeah, we've got our dancing shoes on. There's no doubt about that. The Scouts Mackhams have just signed Mopay. Yeah, I've seen that was expected to go through.
It'll not do any good.
Yeah. Mopay to Everton, Alex. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, he's been out the side for a few weeks for Brighton. I remember we spoke. Is it Chloe the fan? Yeah, we spoke to Chloe about Marpe not playing against us, and he kind of been phased out a little bit. And they'd even got Undav on the bench, so he was third in theory in the pecking order. But he's a good player. I'm not sure he was one of the ones we were linked with. I don't think
he's a nuisance, isn't he? He's a nuisance.
I think we did one of we did him on a transfer show simply because he was linked in the press.
And Malpe with a 2. I think we got linked with by Brighton.
Alert! Dad joke coming. Dad joke coming. Why would he leave Brighton to go to Everton? More pay, perhaps.
Boom, boom.
I think if he's, I can't imagine going from a club like Brighton to a club like Everton right now in terms of system play. Because Brighton are so good, so underrated in how good they play. And going to Everton and the structure that they've got, oh my days. No.
Seattle Geordie, thank you for your $10 super chat. Lovely to see Danielle and Dipsy. You're surely missed. Do you think Bruno, who I believe does not speak English, knows the origin of his great magic hat chant? Janola Hare, Pierre Cardin. He does really speak very good English, actually. Yeah,
he does. Yeah.
Go watch his interview. He did one last week. He's really good.
He's very proud of the fact that he's learned a lot of English very quickly, to be honest.
And rightfully so.
Indeed. Good evening, Toon Review family. Paul, Billy, Alex, and Danielle. Great evening to sit down and relax. Indeed, it is. Explore with Mark says, welcome back, honey, sending love. Kare says, show is good, but much better with Danielle.
Oh,
well, we're not going to argue with that. Graham says, welcome back, Danielle. Stu says, hi, Paul, Danielle, and Billy. Just forgot about you, Alex. Hugo Drax is on the next shuttle from Moonraker Base.
No, Alex is Hugo Drax, according to Stu.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Why am I not picking these things up? Welcome back, Danielle. Hope you're feeling better, says Barbara. Hi, Paul, Stato, and Billy. Looking forward to a good laugh tonight. Good father, evening Toon Farm. Excited by a new signing, and Danielle been praying for the last few days. Thank you very much, matey. Quick question: has Paul had that dog yet? I had it ages ago, Johannes.
He has.
Yes, it didn't affect me in the slightest.
If you tweet me after the show, I'll go and find exactly which show we did it in, and I'll find it.
No, you won't, because I'll delete the show.
Oh,
Oh, no. Quick.
It was
Somebody
a Sunday
find it.
night. It was a Sunday night anyway.
You can't multitask. Somebody go find it quick.
That's a bit harsh, Alex. Jesus. Can't multitask. It's all I do every single bloody day. Editing videos, thumbnails, preparing shows. I multitask, matey.
One at a time.
What the fuck? What? Oh, he's had his meat tonight, has he? He's got a smile on his face tonight. Oh, that means I'll take the piss out of Paul all I want. Yeah. Chipper says, great to see you back, Danielle. Ab says, pop into the village for some water. One word, Alex. Taps.
Oh, no, I don't drink any of that 7 times filtered stuff.
Well, no,
taps.
no, the Royals wouldn't let him drink out of
Who's pipe band,
water.
remember?
I'm not drinking that stinking council pop.
I am one of these people that I actually like the taste of water, and the different brands taste different to me. I know there's a lot of people out there that say it's just water. You know, Evian tastes amazing. Everything else, not so much. Volvox
Lee sends a message in saying, can't watch, but glad you're back, Danny. I know he's been desperately persuading you to come on. James says, hello, Billy, you troll.
Oh, Jimmy.
I love Jimmy.
Yeah, I've seen him on Twitter earlier on, and yeah. And Billy, I'd just like to say thanks for the support today, buddy.
No problem,
you know, just you're not allowed to have an opinion without getting everybody coming from under the woodwork with all the bullshit again. But we're not even going to give them airtime because we're going to have a laugh tonight, is what we're doing. Colin says, Everton, come by, Woody, please. I've seen a few people linking them to Everton. Is something going on behind the scenes that I'm not aware of here?
I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, can I just clarify something, by the way? I put a Swiss flag on Twitter earlier because everybody that I know on Twitter was arguing with each other earlier today. Not just people from here. There was so many people arguing about a million different things.
I get it now.
I put a Switzerland flag up. There was journalists. There was so many people arguing with everybody about every different thing. And I put a Swiss flag up to just say, look, I'm impartial. I'm Switzerland. And everybody was tweeting me. Everybody was like, "What's wrong with Fabian Schär?" Or "Who are we signing?" Or is it?
I just imagine.
No.
Why is the Moroccan flag? Why did you put the Moroccan?
Yeah, everybody just really misunderstood what the tweet was.
Yeah,
we're not signing anybody from Switzerland. Don't worry.
Yeah, indeed.
Matt,
it's nice to see you again, Danielle. Tom says that Alex lives down south, though. Water down south is minging. Good evening, Susan. Again, my rockin' fiance. Stick up the fuckers. Yeah, she knows what I mean by that. Just stuck by me again. Just brush them off. Get on with our lives. Basically gives me a kick up the arse when I need it. That's what I'm trying to say. Stop moping around, Paul, and get doing what you do best, basically. So there you go. Alan says, see Paul Merson acted himself again. He's a cock, man. The man's a cock. There's no other way of putting it.
As he said,
he's saying about Isak, he hasn't had Premier League experience, and they're paying all that money for him, and I'm a total bell end.
He said the same thing in January about every single signing we made.
Yeah, I know.
Got no time for that nonsense at all.
Explore with Mark says, I'm just wondering how I'm going to flash my Fanny and Fenix windows. Didn't think Isak was going to happen.
No, that's an interesting thing.
Hang on, your name's Mark. Okay.
Can't assume anything these days. It's 2022.
He did have an 80 mil release clause, so this is even now. I'm a little bit confused how this is. Yeah, they obviously wanted the money.
Yeah. Len Simmons, thanks for your $8.99 super chat, buddy. He says, considering our players rely on their legs, shouldn't we get them to stop sliding on their knees when they score? It must cause some damage. Oh, I think people have mentioned that before, to be honest, about sliding down on the knees.
It's the emotion, isn't it? That's what it is. Just the emotion.
I mean, Luau with his celebrations, remember them? Bloody spinning around upside down and...
Should see my celebrations. It's like the Gladiators in my living room if we score, like flying over the sofa, like it's class.
So you think it's like the Gladiators? I bet Lee thinks it's like Baywatch.
No, not at all.
Susan's good at Baywatch.
Oh no,
Len Butler, thanks very much for your £10 super chat. Welcome back, Danielle. Paul, how do you keep your fish tank clean? Mine's as green as a seasick leprechaun.
Have you got any fish in it?
I change the water on a regular basis. I clean it once a week. I only clean the filters once a month. But I just give the glass a clean because it does get algae on it. No matter what you do, it will get algae eventually. But I also feed them a food which doesn't have a lot of phosphate in, which causes algae in green water. So, hey, you need any advice? Just drop me an email, man. Somebody did that once. They sent me in a message on Facebook, just with a picture of a green tank, and I'm not kidding. It was green. But bit of advice, and they got there in the end.
The Toon Review Aquarium channel coming next month.
Indeed. Hey, I did think about that. Jimmy says, Danielle, so great to have you back.
Oh, thanks.
Great to have you with us, Jimmy, as well. I hope you're well, bud. Do you know how many bloody views these fish tank bloody channels get? It's incredible. Fuck off, Billy. It's incredible. Serious. You look at the aquarium, right? The aquarium channels. And they're all like massive, huge subscriber base. Really, really, really huge.
I bet the long winter nights just fly by for them.
Those channels are amazing. Like when I first moved to Poland, there was a guy who did an ant channel.
Sorry, Alex, I've got to put in there. What you twat?
I enjoy your fish, but I don't want to watch videos on them.
No, but they're not videos on watching fish, Billy. They're like videos on like if somebody like gets a new fish, how to integrate them into the tank, how to keep your tank clean, how to clean your filters. There's a lot. It's not just a case of pouring a bottle of water into a fish tank and having a fish in there. There's a lot goes into it.
Yeah.
Bit of technique.
I wouldn't be very good at that.
Honestly, I'm telling you, man.
I had two fish once, Ant and Deck, and it only lasted 2 days because there was acid. Apparently, there was too much acid in the water. I don't know.
Yeah, you've got to put dechlorinator. Bloody hell, Danielle, acid's a bit strong. I know you live in Cranny, but friggin' hell.
They were alive, and then they were dead. I mean,
they were alive, and then they were dead.
And then they were dead. I just don't know.
And that was the end of that.
Something went wrong.
I don't have very good history with animals and stuff. Like
clearly. Well, you've kept your cats long enough, though. They seem to be.
The hamster hung itself. Whoa. You can't let that pass. You can't let that pass. Your hamster hung himself.
It did.
Was he depressed?
It was a tiny little thing. And
did he hate his life?
After Shaka Heslop. And then one day it was like chewing at the bars, and it must have got its head through the bar. And,
I had my daughter Olivia. We left the hamster in the conservatory and went to Florida, and we came back and it self-combusted because of the heat. We didn't realize until we got back, and there was, the hamster was literally inside out when I found it. So, it wasn't pretty.
Hamster jam.
That's not exactly what I thought of, Billy.
No.
But listen, if you have a depressed hamster, please don't let them talk to Danielle, because clearly it doesn't work.
Or fish, apparently.
Yes, especially named Ant and Deck. Ant and Deck. Let's just have a minute's silence for Ant and Deck and Shaka. Terrible news. Ian
for those just tuning in, Ant and Deck are absolutely fine. These are fish.
And so Shaka.
Shaka's fine. Yeah, Shaka Khan, I'm not so sure about. Ian Fleming, thank you for your £10 super chat. I think there is something fishy about that tail, Paul. Oh dear me, there's nothing fishy about it.
I started it. That's my fault.
Well, you're grumbling about fishing channels. People actually love that, Billy. It's a nice stress release as well. If you just had a bad day, you sit, you watch your fish. It's relaxing and calm, and it helps me.
There's like YouTube videos. Like there's one with squirrels on it. And Simba just watches it all the time. It's like YouTube for cats.
I'm not sure where the hell this show's going tonight.
Just saying.
Squirrels. I mean, we know a few. We've got fish.
Shaka.
I mean, listen. This could. The TDR Friday is basically anything goes. You can ask us anything. I'm sure Danielle would like to be an agony aunt. If you've had a hamster out there that's hung itself and you're still not over it, please speak out. We don't want you to hold it in. Rob C says, my son has had me in stitches. He watched a couple of shows, Paul. on Cup game and Billy on Man City. And he said to me, "Wow, Dad, that man has lost so much weight in a few days." I was
That's comment of the week.
God. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Jesus Christ, the first time somebody said, "I've lost weight in a long time." Bloody hell. Jesus Christ, that's classic. That is classic. My God. Wacky says, "Great to see you with Danielle." Paul says, "Good evening. Have you done your homework on the Popes, Paul?" Yes, I've studied hard. But if Pope's, I swear to God, if Pope Sid comes up, there'll be holy hell on.
Look, get over Pope Sid. Like,
I still haven't got over Pope Urban. Pope Urban. Did you see him driving along in his Cadillac in the Vatican? One of them bouncy ones, you know. Hey, look at me.
You wait till
shades on.
You wait till he drops Nick Pope as a question. I'm sure he's going to do it at some point.
Well, actually, nice. Funny you say that. There is a Newcastle United round of Spot the Pope tonight. Pope will know.
Oh.
So one round of the 5 is a Newcastle United based.
This is exciting.
Well, how difficult is that possible? There's only one Pope plays for Newcastle.
No, but that's not what he means, man.
But has there been a Pope Nicholas?
That's what I meant, yeah.
Well, yeah, who knows? Danielle knows.
I think you've just given the answer away there, Billy.
Well, because it was one of the questions the first week. Danielle got it right.
Oh, Danielle got it right. Even Mrs. Toon Review says, "Stu, I'm sure I was in the wrong stream." You do. I don't know where the hell this show's gone tonight. To be honest, it's hey, if you want to, step into the weekend with a good laugh, Ttr Friday is definitely the way to go because completely unscripted. We have no idea what Billy's going to come out with for a start. And we've got no idea where the show goes. Danielle's talking about a hamster hanging himself. God rest his soul. Ant Deck, seemingly she put in acid instead of water. I mean, I've got no idea.
Depends which way Billy's leaning, to be fair.
Well, that's very. Hey, let's just. Hey,
bit dodgy ground tonight.
Sorry?
On dodgy ground tonight. No, that's going to happen.
Listen, we'll not get into that again after my discussion about diarrhea. I think I put people off the suppers last night.
We spoke about it, and earlier I've had to change my trousers. Put it that way.
Oh my God! I can't cough anymore.
Sick is actually touching my tongue as I speak. It is right there, Billy. Any more, and I'll seriously projectile all over my camera. And
never wear white trousers in the pub. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God!
I don't know where we're going with this.
I got a pain in my stomach.
That's exactly what I said before it happened.
I can't.
Oh dear God! Oh Jesus! Spacebar says, "Well, welcome back, Danielle." I don't know where Alex has gone. He's just put me right back in the comments. Who knows? Where are we up to? I've lost my. We can't have gone far. What's happened with this? I'm not having that. I'm not having that. They've just jumped a mile. Angelica says, "Nice to see you back, Danielle Hinney." Warren says, "Good to see you back, Danielle. Hope you're okay." Mary says, "Evening all, Danielle. Lovely to see you. Glad to see you back." Roy says, "Hi all. Great to see you back, Danielle." A little bit of NITN. Who gives a hoot about Paqueta?
Not in the know.
Yes, but it should be a K. I'm being an Alex here. It should be a K.
It should.
Aston says, "My wife has been warned. AirPods in by the Sun Lounger in Menorca on Thursday. When I fly out next week, listen to the Toon Review all day." Nice. Joshua says, so happy with this sign. Imagine if you get Diaby down the line as well. Imagine that front line. Isak has to prove that he's a goal scorer first. We need Maddison now to give depth in the team. Johannes says, "Haha, love that Paul showed my Ginola comment. Love to you all."
Whoa. Hang on. Can I just... He scored 17 goals in the season before last in La Liga. That surely that counts for something. He was
1 in 4 at the international level as well.
Yeah, he was 20 years old at that point. He's 20, turning 21, and he scored 17 goals. That's
People
massive.
criticising him already. Is this the crack?
Well, I mean, would you expect any
I've
less,
got
to be
no
fair?
time for it. Like, we've signed record-breaking signing, like a statement signing. Just enjoy it.
I mean, it might fail, but he looks like he's got all the physical
It's
attributes
not going
to
to
be
fail,
fine,
man.
so-
He's going to belt 3 in on Sunday.
Absolutely. Kath says Ginola had the number 14 shirt, and now Isak. Well, Ginola was probably the... Can I say this? The last really good player to wear the number 14 shirt.
Who's had
I'll
it
have
since?
you know, James Perch wore it.
Well, Perch wore it. Jack Colback wore it. Who else did you say be on the other show, Alex? There was a
wore
list
it as
of
well.
Obertan. Some absolute quality. Wacky says, anyone see the Darren Eales interview? Quite interesting. Yes, it was brilliant. Came across really well. And it's so nice for him to be talking about Newcastle United like that, to be fair. Billy rubbing himself while he talks about an Isak hat-trick. I don't know where your mind's gone.
You never know.
Jimmy says, please, Billy, don't burst again. Tangy says, we signed Isak and Sunderland lose their manager. What a day. What a day. What a day. Novik says, welcome back, Danielle. Paul says, good evening, Danielle. Great to see you on the Toon TTR Friday. 2 loan deals, and that should do, says Alan. Adam says, don't think much to Stato's choice of green screen background.
I've gone for cluttered office. Do you like it?
You had to pay a lot of money to download that screen, I tell you. Darren says, I think Paquette are hoping Newcastle come in with a late bid so he can be with his best mate, Bruno.
Oh, no.
Forget it. Forget it.
It's not happening. What did Downey say to Edwards?
Just winding him up about, I thought the deal was done or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Was it about Pedro? It was about something. I don't know.
He says, I thought the Pedro deal was done.
Downey replied in a bit of a passive-aggressive way. Not that that's a problem, but they had a disagreement.
Yeah.
Happens.
Stu says, Luke Edwards shames himself daily with the arse gravy he comes out with.
Oh, don't mention arse gravy.
Arse gravy.
I've been in that gravy boat once today already.
Oh my God.
I mean, I said open the taps with the brown rain the other day, but I didn't say arse gravy. There's a bit of a difference there. For God's sake. Dan says, if you were going to pick a number 6 to sign, would you go Alvarez or Sangare or Fofana? Also, big love to Danielle.
Alvarez, they want 50 million for.
Well,
Sangare.
the Spanish media are reporting that we've been in from tonight.
We're going in again.
Are they?
Monday,
I haven't seen that. Well, all right. So
but
to echo what I said the other day,
Spanish side, to be fair,
I mean, he's rated 30, and they are asking for 50 because they think he's going to be amazing in the World Cup, and they're quoting his future valuation because they're insane, and they don't need the money because they've sold 65,000.
Can we send them Chris Wood in part of the deal?
What, to Ajax?
Why not?
Imagine in there.
Total football.
A couple of extra zeros on the end of his.
Chris Wood in an Ajax shirt would be the funniest thing on this planet.
Another ball, little mystery shop.
Well, Chris Wood in a Newcastle shirt's the funniest thing in the world. No. Stephen says, I don't think we should be laughing at Sunderland, and I certainly won't stoke the fire.
See what you did there?
Yes. Yes. Even lads and lass, I can't believe at my age how excited our future is. I'm getting goosebumps constantly, and the hair's standing up my back. I'm just loving the ride. P.S. Cabbage Heed for Sunderland. Well, who knows? Who the bloody hell knows?
Dyche. That's what I've heard.
I think Dyche will go me. I think he's been mentioned a few times.
They'll have to Bielsa, the fans. They think they can get Bielsa.
Why I?
Seriously.
And my morning dump was dairy milk chocolate. Give our. That clearly didn't even touch the sides with Alex there. He just looked at me and thought, what a dick.
I'm just thinking how many more variations of poop you can fit into the same show. We're on 3.
We'll give it a go, I'm sure. Tony says the new game, Stoke or broke. Jason says, I spent a couple of nights in Bradford and I was depressed. You didn't have a hamster with you by any chance, did you, Jason? Julie says hi again and all. Welcome back, Danielle. Stiff Gator says, must seriously hurt to be a Sunderland supporter right now. I can't even imagine how they feel. I don't give a shit.
One of the
Andrew
fingers.
says, yeah. If Isak does struggle to score, imagine the midfielder how to turn him into.
I've seen this a few times today. Yeah, it's. We can't turn everybody into a midfielder. Everybody wants to be an 8. They can't all play 8. Bruno's moved. We can't. Everybody can't play 8.
Yeah. Mary says the Irish crew are in the Toon Review tonight. Friday nights get special then and laughs promised. Indeed. Stoker's got to be better than Sacriston. That's a terrible thing to say. That's my village. And Susan's village as well. You'll wake the beast. Warren says, hopefully we'll get a couple more in before deadline day. It's been a good transfer window so far. How many players do you think will leave as need to make space in the 25-man squad? Well, tell him you don't need to make space. You'll just leave out whoever's not good enough, to be fair.
I mean, it's canny few. But
if we can get people off the wage budget, it might help with the loan. Especially because every player who plays for Chelsea ever in the history is on like ridiculous amounts of money. Even the 19 to 23-year-olds are on a lot. I think Gallagher's still on a lower contract at the moment, so he's the only one that's on a lower wage. But we could do with getting some out for wages because all of our fringe players are on 30, 40k a week. They don't play football.
Absolutely. Les says, time for a good old cheer up. Good to see Danielle back. Moo. Because, of course, Les does, his alter ego is the Ancients of Moo, of course.
Is that Les, is it?
Yeah.
He's justified an ancient, is he?
He is. And he had an ice cream van as well, Billy. Did you know that?
Let's hit it from the top.
All these youngins haven't got a clue what we're talking about.
The KLF, you know what they did? They made one album, and then at the end of it, they got all the money they made from it and burnt it. £1 million.
Wow.
That's truth. Burnt it, set fire to it.
Thank you, Billy.
Wow.
Moving on. 157 Ash says, hi, Danielle. If we aren't buying next January, we need one more striker and a midfielder and at least 2 on loan to carry us forward. V did put a comment in earlier that she wanted what you were having, Billy, and I thought, well, don't, because you'll end up with the white pants syndrome. We don't want that.
No.
Geordie Howieman says, if anybody watched Darren Eales' interview, must be confident we're in good hands. Rob C says, sure, I seen you having a Barney with someone on Twitter today, Paul. I don't have Barneys with anyone on Twitter. Never, ever have Barneys. I just made a point. And, of course, out from under the rocks come everybody again. But, hey-ho, it's not real life, is it? Let's be fair. Dave says Sean Casey says he's coming on at 9. Is he really? Welcome to Newcastle. Pedro says number 1 in the know. Len says Alex did kind of smirk at one joke last Friday. Either that or he bit his lip. Vitamin says, even a Toon Review, good to see the whole team back together. So glad that I can finally watch the games here in the US. Cost me a whole $4 per month.
Wow.
Getting ripped over here.
Christ almighty. That's incredible, isn't it? Bloody hell. Straffy says, welcome back, Danielle. What's everyone's favourite Toon shirt? I think we did this a while ago, didn't we? Mine was the old Blue Star one.
I do have a told you so on shirts, by the way. I mentioned this like weeks ago that we will probably get like the marquee signing will be there, and that's why I've held fire on buying a home shirt for this season. And now I've not had it, so I'll get Isak on that one. But obviously, a lot of people have gone and got. I mean, fair enough if you do what you want, but I thought I'd wait till the transfer window closed and see if there was anybody really exciting. So, new home shirt.
Cracking.
There you go. It's Nitrovic. No, it isn't. Astro Chimp. You've had a mare.
Might be his little brother. I might be his little brother, Nitrovic.
Adam Carr says Steve Bruce has come out of footballing retirement and has joined the Toon on a season-long loan to add more competition to our defence. Reports coming in preparing new second bid for Edson Alvarez.
That was a first?
Apparently.
That's what they're saying.
Interesting. He is incredible, by the way. That would be Isak and somebody of his quality, and then loans. This is if there's any truth in any of this. This is interesting.
Yeah. Well, hey, who knows the way we're going at the minute. Ken says Isak looks a lot like Maxi from what I've seen, but better. Can't wait to see him playing in black and white. Absolutely. Swankzilla says, is it too late to join your league? It's not too late, but you'll obviously, although no, because whatever points you've got so far this season will just be equated into the league, I would have guessed.
Yeah, it'll just slot him into whatever position. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be me further down then.
No, push us further down for starters. Let's start from scratch, Swansea. Don't bother.
Unless he's a Man United fan, in which case he's probably be down the bottom.
Oh, you lot are so evil, man. Right, hang on. I'm going to have to go and put this in the chat. Bear with me, unos momentos. Right, and we'll paste it in there, and then we'll press that, and then we'll do that. Oh, shit.
What?
Why did it do that?
What's it done?
It pasted the StreamYard login in instead. So we could have got a whole different show tonight. I've retracted the message. Paste that one. That's the one. Right. There you go. The link is pinned at the top of the live chat. Okay, for anyone that wants to join the incredible fantasy football that we have going. It's crap, really, because I'm 352nd. I'm not enjoying it. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Plenty
Right.
of time.
I'm sorry?
Plenty of time.
Okay.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It is. It is. And I'm pleased it's a marathon because I can't sprint for shit. Ken says, if it's the Fantasy Premier League, send the code. I just have at the top of the comments. Angelica says, evening, everyone. I'm making broccoli and Stilton soup for tea tonight. He's on his way home. Bloody hell. He's a lucky fella. All them meals he makes. Well, Susan makes a lot for me as well, so I've got no complaints. How many have Forest signed today? Says Jimmy. I've got no idea.
Can I just mention, have you seen that they're in for Renan Lodi?
Yes.
That blew my mind, that did.
By the way, that's just how it is. You know, we were linked with them, weren't we, earlier on in the summer?
We walked away based on price. And Forest are like, nah, money, don't care.
Grows on trees outside the ground.
Where are they getting all of it? Well, I know where they're getting all of it from, but if they don't stay up, they are in serious trouble.
I bet Harry Toffolo's pleased if they do sign him.
If they've just signed, yeah, it's crazy.
James Coxon says, good old Paul always calls a spade a spade. You have to. Les says, hi all, good to see you back, Danielle. Geordie says, he's a well-fed man, Angelica. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. Someone's got to be the foundation of the league. Yes.
Excellent.
He's talking about the Fantasy Premier League there, and that's normally going to be me. NUFC lad, this is about the 15th time I've seen you put that. It's there. Go for it, man. Go for it.
Is it not a comment from ages ago, though?
What, that one? From 20 past 8. So, yes. But prior to that, there was about 13 comments. Jack says, can't wait for NUFC versus West Ham because it will be Rice and Paqueta versus Joe Linton and Bruno.
That. When you compare that horror show of Man United Liverpool the other night with Milner, Elliott, Henderson in their midfield versus whatever Man United were fielding, and then you compare West Ham versus us, that looks far more exciting, in my opinion. Far more exciting. More technical, talented players. Bring it on.
Julie says, is it safe for a crazy old woman to go to a game on her own?
Yeah, of course it is.
Absolutely.
No reason why you shouldn't. You don't have to come on your own. You can come and see us outside.
Exactly. Liverpool have Bournemouth this week, so it might be an idea to get some of their players in your teams. Shh. Yeah, but to be fair, Liverpool haven't exactly set the world on fire this season, have they?
Nah, I got rid of Van Dijk on Monday. I was sick of him. So that said he was out.
Just like that. I was sick of him. I bet you were happy with that performance from Liverpool, were you? Seeing Man United win a game, Danielle?
And obviously,
How did Rashford get away with that goal? He was offside.
I know he was
It was
offside,
offside.
but
The VAR showed him
I
offside.
could see it, but I can't.
We all know what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Danielle, don't be all this diplomatic again when it comes to Manchester United.
I mean, you're allowed to say whether you think it was offside or onside.
It was definitely offside, but I know why it wasn't given for obvious reasons.
Well,
yeah. Julie says, Billy Trey, he's here all week, peeps.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed he is. Stiff says Everton's a step down. Brighton, one of the best run clubs in the country with a clear identity and strong infrastructure organisation.
Well said.
Maupay will fit in at Everton. Attitude problems.
Hasn't Chloe got like a phone case with Maupay's
Yes,
face
she'll
on
be
it?
devastated.
Oh my
She would be
God.
absolutely. I've seen a few
Bless
tweets from her
her.
since she's gutted. NUFC lad says he's finally joined the league now.
Well, I think down another spot.
Absolutely. Toon lad, good evening. Hope you're well. Tom says, I didn't think Bruno's English was bad when he came, to be fair. It's even better now. David says, Susan says, can you put the code on the screen, babe? It is. It's at the top of the comments, Susan. It's pinned there. So anyone that wants to join just needs to click on it at the top of the comments. David Layfield says, so lovely having you back, Danielle. Your other half did well last night, and congrats on her game too. You were the best channel by a mile. Thanks, David.
yeah, Lee did very well. I was watching.
He did very well. And thank you, David. I know you're a big supporter of the channel, so thank you very much, matey. Gary says, can you shout out April, my little girl? She's heard my name and wants to hear hers. If you see the message, Paul, cheers. April, good evening. Hope you're having a lovely time tonight with your dad watching the Toon review. Big shout out. Be a good girl.
Hello, April. Hello, April Bins.
James says, tell Billy to stop harassing Sean Casey. Says Jimmy. He's a proper wind-up merchant, Jimmy, and he really is. Pedro says, hello, everyone. Nice to see you back, Danielle. Love the show. Teresi says, hello, all, and my condolences to Danielle over her loss. Thank you, mate. Can we talk a little on the out-of-form Willock?
There's no out-of-form Willock, in my opinion.
You watching,
Yeah, I said
highlights
I'm
from
sure he
like
commented
12
that
months
yesterday
ago.
as well.
Is it because he's not scoring? Is that why people think he's like...
I'd say so. But I thought he was outstanding at Tranmere. I thought it was a really good game.
Yeah, he looked like the only one who was going to score at one point.
Yeah. I actually thought he's had a very good start to the season. I mean, normally I would say, but I think he's had a brilliant start. I really do.
He just turned 23. Give him a bit of time, man. He's learning.
Well, it's one of them things, isn't it? I mean, he's just tremendous. But people will have their opinions.
I'll say the same about Willock as I say to Maxi. He's got it all there. He's got all the right tools. We've just got to wait and see if he can develop that in his peak. If he doesn't, then he'll move on. If he does, hooray for us.
Absolutely. Any comments about tools, Billy? Do you want to get them in while you've got the chance?
No. I remember when Martin and Avratiloga played at Wimbledon. She was sponsored by Snap-on Tools. That's what I can remember. And she was seeded 1 year. Don't believe so.
Moving on. Jed says, glad all the gang back together this evening. To be fair, the water down south is actual sewage. Up north, it's okay. Steve says, Paul multitask. Would that not be Susan? Yes. She is a very good multitasker. But I am as well. All right?
Okay, pal.
Thank you. Sassy Shaz says, hello, everybody. Good show, Paul. Thank you very much. Everton wants whoever we want or have. Vitamin says, yes, you can have him for nothing. So we got a new player. How do the songs get started? Really?
Oh, the ABBA one is amazing.
Yeah, the ABBA one, yeah.
Do you want to give a rendition?
Gimme.
I've forgotten the words. I'll be honest with you. But it's about gimme in it and Man After Midnight. But
yeah, give me a striker from Sweden.
Yeah.
Mike says, do people argue on Twitter? No way. Well, Mike, it's called a cesspit for a reason, because there's some wonderful people on Twitter. There really is. But there's the 5% that just live in gutters, unfortunately. They try to destroy people's lives, and it's just pathetic how they get away with it. Chanel says, good evening, guys. I hope you're okay, Danielle.
Yeah,
Fabrizio's just tweeted an agreement has been made between Chelsea and Fofana. No surprise there.
I reckon Maddison will stay me.
It will now, definitely.
How much money have they spent?
I know, but I think Chelsea are in the. I think Leicester are in the shit this season. I really do.
Sterling, Cucurella, and Fofana. That's got to be getting close to 200 mil, surely. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot. They have spent a lot, but again, the revenue that they're bringing in. We talked about FFP, and if they're bringing in a lot of revenue to cover the backs, then and remember they have.
Yeah, but the centre backs that went didn't go for transfer fees.
Did Lukaku go on loan?
Wasn't it?
Did Lukaku go on loan?
Lukaku went on loan. Christensen just went. Rudiger's contract expired. Like they signed Koulibaly. And they didn't have transfer fees for their exits.
Koulibaly, by the way, could be the disaster of the season. He just looks like he's a red card every game.
Yeah,
feast or famine, isn't he? He's either fantastical, absolutely dreadful. He's never in between.
Indeed. Samsonite Dave says the Swiss flag is a big plus, to be honest. And then Spacebar says it's a very positive flag. Oh dear God, Christ on a bike. V says, "Oh God, there's more. More of what? Have you seen that Man United fans are slagging off? You know what I'm saying? Slagging off the club. Interesting Dubravka. Well, Wood is on a well-known betting website in the transfer section is either going to Everton or someone else. Can't remember who. Chipper says apparently Edson Alvarez could be the next signing. Making with Master says funny means bum in America.
Oh, that is true, isn't it?
It's true,
they say things backwards.
Oh yes, because bum bags are fanny packs over there, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's just Americans, man.
Billy, just whatever you think and don't say it.
You can see it. You can see his brain. You can see right through. It's just mulling over what to come out with next to destroy the channel's integrity.
How much you get in a pack?
We need Darren Eales to translate for us.
Well, I wouldn't like to go and walk up to Darren Eales and say, Darren, can you say what the fanny?
Well, I didn't quite mean that, but yeah.
He'd probably get the police. Excuse me, I've been verbally abused here.
Yeah, we'll be banned.
Marcus is even, ladies, gents, and Paul. Sorry, Paul. Let me know when it gets old. It'll never get old. It'll never get old. Tony says Gladiators is coming back.
Is it?
It is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. I actually saw a TikTok from. Who was it?
It'll not be good though. It'll not be like
That'll be a bit old now, surely. Wolf and them. They've got to be pushing.
I don't think it's the original lineup, Billy.
Yeah, but he'll be involved. Bring him back as a judge.
Yeah, there was one of them. One of the women did she's still got she tried her old outfits on. I can't remember who it was.
Jet,
was it Jet?
Yeah, I think so.
But she actually looked more muscular now at her age than she did back then.
I used to love Gladiators, me. Loved it.
Gladiators, ready!
John,
Lightning was the best.
Are you up, Alex?
God.
Are you up? Why was Lightning the best?
I met her when I was a kid in the Isle of Man. They all came and saw us. Wolfman was there. Everybody. It was amazing.
I love the Wolfman.
It's no wonder you've got to wear glasses now, then, Alex. I know what you were doing as a kid after meeting Jet.
Oh, leave him.
Lightning, not Jet.
That's her.
We know which one you like now.
Sorry, I didn't like. I wasn't into that kind. Honestly, I wasn't like muscle-bound women. You know, it was just they scare me. Tall women and muscular women, just frightening, man. Tony's apparently volunteering to be Wolf. Billy, who would you be?
I don't know. I can't remember when even
Who's this? Who's this?
That was Wolf, wasn't it?
No, Shadow.
Oh, Shadow, of course it was. It was Nightshade and Man, a woman. A woman, wasn't she?
I love all that. I did the rat race in Manchester a few years ago with my friend, and the final obstacle was It was a 15k obstacle race, and the final obstacle was the Travelator. And
Wow.
oh my god,
class.
childhood fulfilled. Honestly, it was amazing.
I reckon we
I
should
went on
go
the
get
fastest
Gladiators,
one,
you
and
know.
it was great.
Well,
Don't
funny
reckon?
enough, right? Michael says, really lovely to see Danielle laughing. It is. Tom says, if you were gladiators, what would your gladiator name be?
Joe Linton.
Oh, fuck off, Alex. I'm not having that for a second. It would be like, competitor, ready. Joe Linton, ready. And that, nah, not having it. Not having it. Billy?
Lord knows.
I
Could
don't
be
know
anything.
either.
Oh, come on. Well, God,
Windy.
I'm frightened to do this. But no, windy, aye. I'm frightened to do this. But put in the comments what you think our gladiator's name should be.
Oh,
for Christ's
God.
sake.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Are you trying to say you don't have any trust in our lovely viewers, by the way?
No, we're going to get slaughtered
Interesting.
because they're very good.
Well, we're about half an hour behind the comments, so, you know, we might get there eventually.
I'll start that one.
Yeah. Guys, if you are enjoying the show, please do hit that like button. We've got over 900 watching tonight, which is brilliant. Ttr Friday seems to be becoming more popular. People do like to just put, you know, a little bit of football and a good laugh into one show, which is what we tend to do on a Friday night, which we love doing. So please do hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and like what you see, please do hit the subscribe button. It is free to do so. And hit that notification bell, which will let you know when we upload or we go live. You can also get your Toon Review merch right from here.
So let's get down to business.
I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it now. I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me how you like it.
Let's get down to business.
So there you go, the toonreview.co.uk. What is the matter with Billy?
I've just seen a name for me on the Gladiators.
I don't know.
Funniest one of all time.
We're not going there yet. We're not going there yet. Now, Alex, you want to throw in a little bit of a stat from last night, soon as you missed the show. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I promised everybody I would do the starting 11 for each game week of last season. So, you know, I missed it. So I thought I'd just throw it on really quickly for you guys. So this is what we played in game week 4. Sorry, this was game week 4. This was the 4-1 loss to Man United, in which we actually looked reasonably good until, you know, we ran out of fitness and they just put more goals past us. So this is what it was looking like, and again highlights how good Eddie Howe and the coaching team are, because you know, Joe Linton, Longstaff, Willock, Miggy, Maxi, all still very much involved and doing okay from time to time. Obviously,
sorry, Alex, I just have to stop you because I've just seen a comment from Malcolm, right? And it's for a name for my second YouTube channel, right? I think this is brilliant. The Tuna Review.
That is good.
That is brilliant, Malcolm. Absolutely superb. Sorry, Alex, carry on.
I don't think you can fit a tuna in that tank, but yeah, it's just interesting that the whole midfield and obviously Maxi up front, like, we still have all of these and they all perform okay for us at the moment, and they're a big part of what we do. And we've still got a lot of these and we're using them. Obviously, Woodman's gone. Richie, I mean, that Tranmere performance pretty much confirmed his legs are completely gone as a winger. He couldn't do it. Hayden's out on loan. Lascelles is being used in rotation. Clark's gone on loan as well. And Manquillo is probably, he might feature actually in the coming month, 2 months, because of this Kraft injury. Obviously, we don't know what it is, but he's on crutches. So it's not, he's not going to be out for a few days if he's on crutches. But yeah, this game was good. I remember this game. I think 4-1 massively flattered Man United. I think we were okay for 50, 60 minutes. And then it just, yeah, we just ran out of steam. But we're going to potentially look a lot better than this game week 4 of this season. We might even have Isak starting up front. So yeah, there we go. There's last year's game week 4.
Thank you, my man. V says, my gladiator name would be Hobbit. Brilliant. Two fish in a tank. One says to the other, how do you drive this thing? Jesus Christ. Chip is start an only fish channel. Stiff Gate, this is Anton Deck the fish, laughing my arse off. I like my fish fried with chips. Louis says he's got a goldfish called Patrick.
Oh.
Patrick. Roy says, Paul, have you seen how many people watch planes landing live? Enough said. Yeah, well, I'm one of those. I like to just, there's Big Jet TV I watch. I think he's brilliant. And the guys from Manchester Airlines Live, who me and Ben met when we were down in Manchester, lovely guys. Actually, let them have a photo with Ben, which he was over the moon about because he watches them all the time. So top lads. Look, people like that. The trains as well. Ben's starting his own little YouTube channel with trains, videoing them on the platform, pulling in and out and stuff. And people will watch the trains. So I'm having to warn Billy now on everything I say because I can't say anything.
If you run a successful train spotting channel,
yes,
you'd be chuffed to bits, wouldn't you?
You would be, yes, Billy. Yeah. But it's hard to track the best stations down, you see.
Easy to go off the rails as well, isn't it? But it's the right platform to be on, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Oh, shut up! Jesus. George says, my daughter gave her fish a bubble bath. It didn't end well. Oh, for God's sake. One Geordian has bought a terrier adventures are wild camping in the lakes above Ullswater listening to us. Wow. It's lovely
nice.
down. I love the lakes. Billy, there's plenty of fish in the sea out there for you, says Ryan.
They bought us, didn't they? No, that's PIF, not POF. Sorry.
Yes. Stephen says, I had a fish tank, but they were always hiding. Apparently they were koi. Oh, Jesus God. Spacebar says, that's one depressed hamster. Oh my God, I'm not reading that next comment out. I just can't be bothered.
Put it up then. Yeah.
Mike says, we have a club in my city called Mermaids. Not fish in the tanks, but still nice to look at. Apparently, hearsay, so I've heard. Danielle, they were stoned, not dead.
Oh dear.
This is turning into the pesticide channel.
Oh, they're definitely dead now.
Tony said hung himself with a yo-yo. Oh, wow. Do you flush them down the toilet, Paul, when they die? Yeah. It's pointless burying them. You know what I mean? Obviously, at Susan's house, we've got about, I think, 3 guinea pigs, a dog, and a couple of fish buried in the back garden so far. So, we buried little Coco there, our little Shih Tzu. Well, Phoebe Shih Tzu, a couple of years back now.
Susan, what was that?
How did you know? How did you know that was a Susan text there? Do you want to know what my Gladiator?
We could just tell because it goes ping and then you go bright red.
Yeah, well, I can't help it. Do you want to know what she said would be my Gladiator name?
If we must.
Come on then.
Stallion.
Oh my God.
Anyway, moving on. Malcolm says, so good to see you back, Danielle. The Toon Review family has missed you so much. Very brave of you. Indeed it is. Hislop the hamster. Hope the RSPCA are watching. Oh, God, I hope not. Jesus Christ. RSPCA are on alert. Ryan says, I found out a month ago that in Peru and in Ecuador, they eat hamsters. It's called koi, a South American delicacy.
Oh, no.
Well, you eat bloody weasels and blooming... What else does he eat?
Beavers.
Beavers.
How did you not know that, though, being from Canada? What do they teach you there?
Andrew says, monkey fish tanks and suicidal rodents. This show has it all. Oh, dear God. Steve says he can get hooked on some channels. Oh, God. Stephen says, I had a depressed hamster and I found it under a steamroller.
Oh, dear me.
Ryan, can you send me your fantasy football as well? I want to know why you're doing so bad. I'm interested.
Well, you're not interested. You just want to take the pee, don't you?
Well,
really?
yeah.
You're not interested in it at all.
A bit of
To be
both.
fair. Yeah. Making with Master says pets do commit suicide. I seen a cat jump off a balcony in the Philippines.
Yeah, I had to talk Dipsy down from the windowsill once. She was outside on the window. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a loudspeaker? Did you have a loudspeaker?
Pretty much.
It's not worth it, Dipsy. It's not worth it.
Gallagher says, I'm really upset, guys. I went to the zoo today and all they had was a dog. It was a Shih Tzu. Dear God. Dear God. With YouTube, there's a channel where you can learn how to wrap Christmas presents.
Oh, I've used that and it's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh
You do like sharp corners, and I love all that stuff. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah, you can just see Stato.
My presents look immaculate. When
oh my God, you know that it'd be like, don't rip the paper. Just take the little bit of tape off. Don't rip
if you rip the paper, you got to start again. No, it's just done.
Yeah. Gary says hashtag my hamster too. Alan says, I had a canary many years ago and I watched it sharpening its beak on a cuttlefish. Sadly, it slipped, moving its head from side to side very fast and slashed its neck wide open. Instant death.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, are we a horror channel tonight or what?
That isn't funny, but I can't stop laughing about that. That sounds good. I'm picturing it and it sounds hilarious.
The fact that he watched that happen as well is...
oh.
Did you film it, Alan? Did you film it? If you did, put
no,
it.
you wouldn't. Did he film it? Behave.
Disgraceful.
Mark says fish on acid, tripping. Mary says best laugh on YouTube, the Toon review. Thank you very much. Tangy says, anyone ever seen that funny Harry the hamster video back in the day? No wonder that hamster had Tourette's. Rossi went to a fish and chip shop the other day with a fish under his arm and asked if I had any fish cakes. What? Renier said, did you have a little chocolate kiss, Billy?
Indeed.
George says, well, that's my curry in the bin. Ryan says, white underwear is asking for an embarrassment.
Yeah. It's because we didn't get run over on the way home, put it that way.
Tom says, Billy and Paul, you need to cover Prince's Purple Rain, but change the purple to brown.
Let's not.
Mike says, this show is loose. Billy's white pants would know. C-Stock says, this chat is exactly what Danielle needs. Nice to see you back, pet. Poop watch or poop. The best relief on a Friday, just being here with you lot. Thanks. No problem at all. Thank you for being with us. Dennis says, hello, sports fans. I would if Paul likes his fish and with a bit of roadkill hamster inside out.
Oh, the poor hamster.
Ab says, Alex must have gone out to get another bottle of water. 2 words, bulk buy. Barbara says, we have Pope. See, she talks in Irish, and I don't. She types in Irish as well. We have a Pope spread now. He's one of the prophets. What next? We should have got Jesus, 3,033 times.
Victor Moses, we could have got him, couldn't we? Victor Moses, another one.
Yes, we could.
Can I just say, I've got about 8 people message me for fantasy football advice. I'm not very good. I'm over. I'm not very good.
Everyone thinks, oh, it'd be fantastic.
I do real football. I'm not. This is the first season in about 10 years I've taken it seriously. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Message like Foxy or other people like in the top 20. I've got no idea. I'm sorry. I'll help. I'll message you back, everybody. But I don't trust my word for fantasy football at all.
Oh God, you have a go.
It was a fly, not a bat. Chip says Billy has already had beef with his bog.
Well, once I got there.
So somebody's changed their username to Billy's Boxes. Brilliant show, guys, but please, Billy, stop letting rip.
Out of the question tonight, I'm afraid.
Wacky says Stato's green screen reminds me of Philip Schofield in the broom cupboard. Just need Gordon and Gopher. Oh my God. Steph says, I can't stand the Daily Mail reporters. All they do is say Maxi is leaving and nobody's coming to the Toon. Well, they do, to be fair. It's all about Maxi leaving. Which is a load of tosh, to be honest. Big Scott says Derek Okora used to wear white sometimes to Billy.
Sam.
Oh God.
It wasn't a fart. No, it wasn't a fart.
Chipper says Coventry boys love gravy. Interesting. I didn't actually know that. Is that true?
Well, I'm saying kidney porn chips. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, dear. V says the panel and chat talking some shite tonight. That's Ttr Friday, guys. Stato is calculating the poo jokes probabilities.
Statistics.
Oh, dear God. Max's dairy milk. Cream rises to the top. Great laugh, everyone. Thank you. Roy says, did it have a glass and a half of milk in it, Paul? Your morning shite. Why are you even asking that? Tony, good evening. Hi, Paul, Billy, Danielle, and Alex. Hope you're well. And welcome to Isak. What a brilliant signing. I'm not reading this out, but I'll put it on the screen for you all to view. We got it wrong last week for mentioning him. Evening, Jules, Tony, and Paul. Says Steph. Toon Dave says, evening all. Hope you're well. Fantastic deal for Isak today. Looking forward to him on Sunday. Welcome back, Danielle. Good to have you back to keep the lads in check. Just not like Shaka the hamster.
No.
Bless him. Tony says, I used to live in Sacriston and was happy there. Yes, it is a nice little village where everybody says hello. There's a cheers song in there for you, Billy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Where everybody knows your name. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know the rest of it.
Not me. Been a long time since I watched Cheers.
Foxy says, I doubt Alvarez will be amazing in the World Cup to justify his place. His price going up so much. His quality, but Mexico struggle getting over the line just to qualify. Martino hanging on to that job. Tom says, the Beast of Sacriston is a local legend or myth. Sounds well. Funny you should say that, because the Beast of Sacriston has been spotted a few times in the last couple of years in the woods behind my house. Apparently, it's a big black thing. What do you mean by that?
Well, of course, it would be in the woods outside your house, wouldn't it?
Well, consider it's the only pig in woods in the village, Danielle. It's going to be behind my house. So, apparently, the Beast of Sacriston is a black panther. Now, I've never come across it. But
you wouldn't, would you? Let's be honest. The last thing you'd be thinking of if you saw the Black Panther.
Well, Billy, I would turn into your white pants if I saw a Black Panther, to be honest, if I was out walking the dog. I would be touching cloth a lot. But here, Roy says, wake the beast. Susan is in for a good night then. And she's just texted, yeah, baby. Okay. Awesome. Joe says, we need one more player capable of striker. Wilson can't stay healthy and Wood is not productive. Isak needs a backup. God, we're already talking about a backup for Isak now. Jesus Christ. Julie says, I know Sacriston. I'm from quite a way away. Peter Lee by the sea. Costa del Peter Lee, yeah.
This Alvarez stuff looks legit, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Major Mexican outlets are reporting that we've bid. And Antonio.
Sorry, I just have to laugh when you say major Mexican outlets.
Riba News.
Hey, you want some sniffer, huh? I give you the best. You don't have to cut this credit. You don't have to cut this shit with no credit card.
No,
Riba.
We've got and some journalists as well. Antonio Nelly, whoever this is, El NFC pone sus ojos en Edson Alvarez.
Alex, when you go into that kind of mode, you talk at a zillion mile an hour when you talk foreign.
Yes.
Apparently, I don't know if it means we've offered or if we're going to offer or we're offering 40 million. The captions are time to go to the Premier League. Interesting. It's big. It's bigger than just in the nose and randoms. It's from their side, so it's Mexican journalists have got their hands on this and are running with it. So it's interesting.
You don't sign him, we cut your head off, huh?
They've obviously
cut
heard
off
from
your
someone.
testicles.
We put your head on a tortoise. Anyway, Wolves F1 says, welcome to Molyneux. We also need to start our season winning ways. Well, it won't be on Sunday, mate, but, good luck after that.
Wolves won anything yet?
Molly Knox.
Molly
remember
Knox.
that?
Yeah,
That was
Molly
a favourite
Knox.
from last season.
How can I forget my journey to Molly Knox, Danielle? It still
It's very eventful.
bruises my heart. Okay. Julie says, I was on Twitter earlier, must have missed it all. Well, it was just the usual idiots coming out calling me a predator again. The man who sits in his house all day does nothing apart from, just be with his kids and Susan. Apparently I live
Stop
this.
justifying yourself.
Yes,
Stop
darling.
explaining yourself.
Wolves,
Okay.
you beat Preston Northampton. Yeah, there we go. They did win a game, but it was against Preston. They haven't won yet.
Preston fans, I do apologise for the way that Alex just wrote your team off altogether there, that it was only Preston. Preston is a lovely place, Alex. You get nice pies.
I
used to know a lad at school. He was
Woodman in goal.
a gay lad, and his name was Dale. We used to call him Deep Dale. He was a Preston fan.
Billy, that's shocking.
He was. Joke. No joke. There was a lad in our year, a Preston fan called Dale.
Oh, without playing joke or no joke?
No,
that was actually
The reason Preston didn't win that is because they didn't play Freddie Woodman in goal.
Oh God, I'm getting wrong off Michael now. Okay, I get it. By the way, it is now time for this. It is Billy's beef, ladies and gentlemen. Take it away, Billy.
Well, I've got a controversial one. I've got a less controversial one. So in today's market, how things have been, I'll go with the less controversial one, I think.
Okay.
And we'll talk about a fellow called Anthony Backhouse, who was the official of the game between Newcastle United and Tranmere Rovers Wednesday night. At the end of that game, our casualty list looked like, I don't know, looked like an episode of MASH. We had Emil Kraft on crutches. We had Jamal Lascelles, who looked like John Merrick, broken nose, kept heading the ball with a broken nose and missing it with his head and hitting it with his nose. We had a goalkeeper who could have quite easily had his kneecap displaced. We had captain of the club who almost had his foot broken again. And at the end of this game, the referee gave one card out, a yellow card. When even a neutral's opinion would be that Tranmere couldn't have moaned if they'd had 2 or 3 cents off. It was disgusting to allow players like that to be kind of physically abused. Let's say how it is. I mean, the challenge on Carvalho was nothing short of a disgrace. It was a red card every day of the week in the Premier League. The elbow on Lascelles possibly also. The foul on Emil Kraft was a scissor tackle, which probably would have been a red card as well. I just felt, I know it's the Carabao Cup, and obviously that many times you can't have Premier League referees. That's not to say Premier League referees are great. But this bloke here was an absolute disgrace to the game. And we've come back with a hospital list as long as your arm because of him, because he didn't get control of the game early on. And that's my beef. It's about the poor officials, not just in the Premier League, but all the way down the AFL. This actually
It does seem to be dropping, doesn't it?
Indeed.
One of the worst I've ever seen. And we've out that game with so many casualties, basically because of the referee. So my beef this week is the quality of him.
I was at that game and I could not agree more. I commented 25 minutes in, I made comments to people around me that the referee was unfit and not following up with the phases of play. He was nowhere near where the action was taking place. He was, I don't know if it showed on camera, but he was so far away from the places he needed to be. And I would extend that to the linesmen as well. I thought the linesmen were awful. They weren't flagging for fouls. They weren't supporting the referee. The referee was too far away from every decision. He got no idea what he was blowing for. Yeah, disgraceful. Whether it was on TV or live, the referee was shocking.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Dominic says, "Love the show, guys. Thanks for the many laughs." Did Sweden qualify for the World Cup? Says Ben.
I don't think they did.
I'm not sure.
I don't think they did.
Don't think so.
No. Wacky says Paul can multitask. He can lose his shit about Wood and Longstaff as well as entertain us with the show. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wolves F1 says we heard references Alexander Isak is best signing for Newcastle since Alan Shearer. Is that true? Well, he's got the potential to be.
Can't say yet.
You can't say yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be in theory based on the cost, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The song, by the way, is Gimme, 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 a striker from Sweden. He's our new centre forward and he plays in attack. Gimme, 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 a striker from Sweden. First name's Alexander and his surname's Isak.
Class.
That is a great song.
Yeah. Best post I saw that summed up Twitter was you can post I like waffles and someone will say, so you hate pancakes. Pretty much, yeah, pretty
Sums
much.
it up.
Yeah, Sweden are not in the World Cup, just to clarify.
Ab says Twitter reminds me of Billy's white trousers. Billy's white trousers is going to start trending, isn't it? You can just see it now. Oh God. Spike says a fanny is a large cooking pot in the RN.
Royal Navy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's in. I didn't know that.
Cooking a stew would be an interesting thing, wouldn't it? You just shove your meat in the fanny.
See, I thought it, I didn't say it. I knew Billy would
Say
anyway.
it, Alex. Just for once, let it go. Just be like the rest of us. Jim says Jet was the best. She was from Cramlington. Wesley 2 scoops berry. New Gladiator is called The Plank. Chris Wood auditioning. Shadow was a beast on Gladiators. It won't be Ulrika. I doubt it'll be Ulrika presented again. Jet was a Northeast lass. Fit, says Stu. Pope, no news, deal done. Target, not happening, deal done. Botman going to Milan, deal done. Isak, not going to happen. Seen in Greg's in the airport. In the nose, take your face for a shite, says Ian. Isak, on my first whistle. Bruno, you go on my second whistle. Jesus Christ. My brother worked with Jet's sister, says Jim.
He's got to be dead now. Surely that Scottish comment at the referee.
Just Alex.
Well, he was rather old 25 years ago, wasn't he? So, I mean, maybe he's still alive. You never know.
Interesting. Mike says laughing is good for the soul. Not so much when Billy catches you off guard and the white trousers are in danger. Panther was from Blythe. Jet was from Billingham, says Tom. Indeed, Steve says I was completely in love with Jet, even though she was a smoggy. Okay. AD says I hate mostly men. You. Mark says Paul would be the Yeti. Thanks very much.
John Anderson is still alive, by the way. He's 88.
88.
Oh.
Good effort.
Actually, it's more than that. He's 91. So nice.
Well, he's
And
probably
you
into
had him pushing
fitness
up
if he was in
daisies,
that
Alex.
show. So, well, no, if he was in that show, he was probably into his fitness and things like that. So, shows what you can do.
Absolutely. Dave Bullman, thank you for your €5 super chat. He says, love Friday's show and Isak signing makes it even better start of the weekend. Pundit saying panic buy. Got him cheaper and less wages than a few months ago. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, we've been linked with him since January, so how is it a panic buy?
Exactly. John Joe says £4.49 super chat. Thank you very much. Do you not think we are letting Dubes go on the cheap for $5 million and Traore should be representing an oil club with the amount he uses? Yeah, he does oil himself up, doesn't he?
He does.
It'd be $5 million at the end of the loan. So no. I mean, me and Billy both said the other night. I mean, Paul said 15, and me and Billy said somewhere between 5 and 10. So if at the
you don't
end
have to
of
remind
this
everybody
season,
what I said, Alex, because I wasn't feeling well.
So I mean, 5 at the end of this year, surely that's okay. For the age Dubravka's going to be at the end of this season.
If Paul gets injured, though, like when Nakadama Dubs goes,
We are.
it worries
to be
me.
honest.
I mean, Darla did all right the other night with his.
But they said they were saying earlier on, though.
It's not the same level, though.
But you can't. If you think of second goalkeepers, not many teams have like world-class second goalkeepers.
No.
Yeah, I bet you'd struggle to name. I bet you'd struggle to name Premier League second goalkeepers. Who's Brighton's reserve goalkeeper?
No
No idea.
There you go.
Sanchez and
Just you
I think
you
they've
know.
still got the keeper. Have they not still got last season's keeper? I can't
I
remember who it
don't
was.
It was Sanchez, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oven Chips all day says Lightning lives near me. She still got it. I always beat her over the wall though. Terrible rash from hiding in that bush. Billy's gladiator name would be Fanny Pack. Most of those gladiators, Stu, were just roid heads. Some of them ended up on the Cook report.
I remember
they
the Cook
did,
report.
actually. Yeah,
That's clear.
yeah. Billy the Fish, says Mark Devine. Jules says Shatticus for Billy's gladiator name.
Sharticus.
I am Sharticus.
Billy the Bear. Party 7. Danielle's would be Hamster.
Oh,
Mama Flossie says Paul the Pulverizer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, dear me. One of you has to be Mammoth.
I wonder who that'd be.
Alex would be Evian.
Evian.
oh yeah. Mhm.
Or simply Alex would be Statman.
Mhm.
Troll says Paul the Angry, Billy the Joker, Alex the Strategist, and Danielle the Amazon. Paul would be Toll Booth. Chippers,
You have
said,
to pay.
Chippers would be Sponticus. That's just so wrong. So wrong.
And here's Chippers coming up with the travelator.
Oh, dear God. Kev says Billy can be follow through. Colin says Billy the Farter. Wind Farm for Billy. Carlos says Billy the Gladiator in white and brown pants. Stato should go as Austin Powers. Louis says Drunkitus Danielle.
What are you trying to imply?
Thought Alex would be Status Maximus. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Jenny says Billy Pocket Cough. Black and White Billy. Staticus is for Alex. Paul the Penetrator, Billy the Butcher, Alex the Animal, and Dominant Danielle. Why is
All sound like porn star names.
I know, exactly.
Chippers.
How would you know that, Alex?
Billy the Butcher. I'll just get my chopper out, shall I?
Billy would be the Fartinator. Billy Bum Rubbish. Billy's gladiator name would be Whoopee Cushion. The Rage Danielle. Billy Backside Gravy. Oh my God. Oh dear me. Paul's would be £6.10. It was Dave's suggestion that I can't take credit as Jules. Tangy says Billy's Beefus Methanus. Billy Captain Birdseye. Oh dear God. Brilliant. Tuna review is brilliant, says Warren. Yeah, that was fantastic. That was brilliant. Alex would be Stato Man. Billy would be Vape Man. Have not thought of you, Paul, or Danielle yet as gladiators. Well, thank you very much.
It's Vape Lord.
Vape Lord, yes. Jenny says laughing at the tuna review. I think that is absolutely superb. In fact, I'm giving that to comment of the week. Is that fair, guys?
Yeah,
there you go.
Excellent.
The tuna review. Well done. So there you go. Tuna review is comment of the week. So congratulations. Right. It is now time for this.
No.
That's right. It is Shamed by Stato. We have no clue, by the way, who this is. So who he's going to shame today. Go ahead.
So I'm moving away from our club, and I'm going to shame Eric Ten Hag.
Oh.
Good choice.
Listen, Danielle. When really inside she's going, get on, Alex.
I just think everything was explained to him So specifically, the reason I'm shaming him is for his success against Liverpool. It's been very obvious what the problem was with Man United, what the issues were tactically, personnel-wise, with leaks, confidence, motivation. All of it was very out there, very, very easy to identify from the outside and as a fan. Their fans know that. As neutrals, we know that. And he essentially came in and had a reasonably okay preseason, which was inflated by them beating Liverpool in the preseason. And he thought he could come and play Ten Hag ball, and then got his ass handed to him on a silver platter for the first 2 game weeks of the season, and got absolutely destroyed by 2 well put together sides in Brighton and Brentford, which is testament to how good the Premier League is at the moment. Everybody, the gap is closing in quality at the moment. And then he reverted to type. He essentially reverted back to an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer formation and strategy to a level against Liverpool, and he got a result from it, and the players looked much better. So, I mean, credit where it's due. He took it on the chin, and he said it wasn't good enough, and there were rumours that he joined in on a run with the Man United players himself. And he dropped Maguire, he dropped Ronaldo, and he went to a system that would suit the personnel. But I'm shaming him specifically because he was told this by Ralf Rangnick. They brought in somebody to specifically because the club culture was cancerous. They literally brought in somebody who was somebody to diagnose the illness of the club. He did it effectively. They figured out that there were leaks, there was this, there was that. They got to the bottom of quite a lot of issues, and Ten Hag basically came in, refused to continue working whatever that partnership was. I think it was a consultancy role on offer for the next couple of years, and they refused that. And then, it's just frustrating. And this is purely because, I don't like Manchester United, but as the Premier League, it's embarrassing for us as the Premier League. There's 20 clubs in it, and we want our brand as the Premier League to be interesting and exciting. And there's us putting on an incredible show against Manchester City at the weekend, and Man United are just being a joke. And it looks bad to the rest of Europe, and we want our league to be strong and impressive. And it's just embarrassing because he was told this. He was told exactly what the issues were. And game week 3, he's just gone back and taken the old advice, and it's worked okay for him. He can't play the way he wants with the personnel he's got. He's got to adapt slightly. And it's just ridiculous. I feel really sorry for everybody involved. The fact that he's come in and tried to be this straight-faced, quite passive-aggressive, quite genuinely aggressive at times, Ten Hag has been with journalists, especially when he first came in. He should have just taken it on the chin and dropped his ego a little bit and tried to take some advice on board. You've coached in the Netherlands. Calm down. You're not the best in the world. You should have taken some advice from Ralf Rangnick and other people. And he's dropped points for the club and made them look really silly. So fair enough, he's turned it around, but it's one game. He's not necessarily turned it around, but it looks like he's understood the mistake and he's learned. But it's just silly. It's just really silly, and I think he's not had enough criticism. All it's been is praise for that Liverpool win, and people have not been criticising for him being so naive. When he was told. This wasn't an accident. This is not Steve Bruce. There was a consultant specifically there to tell him the issue. He was told. He didn't listen to it. It just irritates me so much. And as soon as he's changed it, they get a result. Funny that. So Ten Hag, ridiculous.
Well, there you go. Danielle, would you agree with that?
1,000,000%. I couldn't agree more.
There you go. Right, just before we have our final segment of the night, which of course is Pope or no Pope. Just go through a couple more comments. Jenny says, Billy would be the trouser coffer. Jim says, I love the way a hippo shits like a food blender with the lid off. Good God. Good to see the Fantastic Four back to their Friday night best. Keep it up, guys. Magnificent company on the weekend. Thank you very much. Julie says, just realised we've hit 13,500 on our way to 14 is well underway. It is indeed. Thank you very much, everybody. Can you imagine VAR and Gladiators doing the lines, the ref listening in his earpiece? Paul could be the icy ranter. Didn't know you were a fellow spotter, Paul. Yeah, I do me odd bit of that. Yeah, I do. Could start a channel of people waiting for Murphy's shots to land. Christ. Oh, dear. Billy would be big shit a tray. Oh, dear. Max says Billy's on fire. Well, his ring is. Let's get this channel to 50k. People spread the news. Thanks, buddy. Billy, you're derailing things completely on the wrong track now. Oh, God, no. Ian says, just joined. What's with all the hamsters and fish? You don't want to know, mate. You don't want to know. Right. We still haven't got a... that would probably be my Gladiator name right there.
Oh, for God's sake.
Ben says he also eats beavers. Renier
Yeah,
loves
we'll
eating
go.
me a beaver. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. So we don't have a little jingle for it, so I'll just go. Oh. It's time for Pope or No Pope, and here's your host, Billy Bob Coleman.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the third round of Pope or No Pope. Currently, Danielle is 2 up with a 9 out of 10 score. The rules are simple. I say a name. It's either a name of a Pope or it's not. So the answer is either Pope or No Pope. Who should we start with this week? Should we start with...
No, you have to start with the current champion.
Oh, have we?
Start with the current champion.
All right, we'll start
That's
with the
just
current
the rules of
champion.
Pope and No
whatever.
Pope.
We'll start with the current champion.
Here we go.
Danny.
This should be good. We're ready for this one?
Pope or No Pope, Danny? Pope or No Pope? Eugene.
Oh, piss off.
I'm saying Pope.
No.
There was a Pope Eugene. You quite.
Oh, piss off, Billy! You're having a tin bath. Pope Eugene. I'm not having it.
He was a Pope.
You up my arse. Get on with it.
We'll go downwards to Stato. Stato. Francisco. Pope or No Pope?
No Pope.
It's the fucking current Pope. Pope Francisco. Pope Francis.
Even I
didn't know. But I knew it was Francis, but I didn't know it was. Okay, I was dumb then.
Well, I better start scoring these, hadn't I? Because I haven't got my pen out. So, yep, that's a no for Alex and a yes for Danny. So she's 1 up so far. Can Paul equalise with
Canny bollocks.
Pope Sixtus or No Pope Sixtus?
Sixtus pound tennis.
Well done, Alex. Well done. Cracking. I'm going with No Pope.
You go with No Pope. Well, Sixtus was a Pope, unfortunately.
I hate this game.
Been plenty of Sixtuses as popes. Plenty of them.
I love
Over to
this
Danny.
game.
Over to Danny. And we'll give her Anastasius.
Oh, piss off.
Anastasius.
Man. I'm out of love. Set me free.
I'm going to say No Pope.
No, Anastasius was a Pope.
Oh, well, I can't win them all.
Well, you can't.
Alex,
Still
you get-
worry.
There's a chance.
To get level, Victor. Pope or No Pope?
No Pope.
Oh, he's
There
gone
was a
straight
Pope
in.
Victor. There was a Pope Victor, unfortunately.
Oh.
And over to Paul now.
Oh, whoopee.
Patrick. Pope or No Pope?
Oh. Did you not do Patrick last week with me? Because I said there was a Saint Patrick.
No.
No.
Last week it was Benjamin. Gregory.
All right.
Simon,
Well, listen,
Simon
Saint
called him out.
Patrick, there was no Pope Patrick.
You're quite right. There was no Pope
Come
Patrick.
on!
Oh, he likes the
Give
game
me
now.
game. I've got a one right. I love this game.
Over to Danielle. Levels pegging at the minute. It's 1 apiece, and Alex is just trailing by the one. Danny's third one is Gelasius. Gelasius.
Oh, Harry, man. Right. I'm going to say no Pope.
Gelasius was a pope.
Oh,
Gelasius was a pope.
oh! The champ is disappearing down the river.
Okay, we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
To
We
Alex,
will.
he can get level here with Philip. Pope or no Pope? Philip.
I'm just gonna say no Pope for everyone. I'll go no Pope.
No Pope is correct. There's never been a Pope, Philip.
Well done, Alex.
Paul can take the lead here.
Come on.
Celestine. Pope or no Pope?
Pope.
Ooh.
Pope's correct.
Come
Pope's
on!
correct. He's
Well
taken the
done.
lead.
I actually knew that one. Notice how quickly I answered that.
Now we're going on. This is the Newcastle round now.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
this is where it
God.
goes tits up right now.
Right, so. Okay. Danielle. Maximin.
Pope.
No Pope.
Oh.
No Pope, Maximin.
Told you I wasn't feeling it today. Told you.
Marcellinus.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna go with Pope.
Oh, he's gone off, Billy.
He's gone, but it was correct. He definitely said correct. It's fine.
Well done, Alex.
Billy, turn your mic on. There you go.
What, back on?
Yeah.
Well, you're back on your laptop, not your microphone.
Okay, 1 second. Let's just get me on.
I felt the suspense.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it?
Right, is that back on?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
So where did we get to? Who's last? Alex winning.
Alex.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't know if he's right or wrong.
We do. We
Mark-
thought he was right.
Correct. Marceline was correct. So he's now got 2 out of 4. But to take the lead for Paul, Fabian.
No Pope.
There was a Pope Fabian. There was a Pope Fabian. So it's dead close. It's neck and neck. Suspense is it's high here.
Mhm.
Paul has 2. Alex has 2. Danielle has 1. Danielle needs this one to get level. Can she do it with Pope or no Pope? Edward. I nearly said Sid then, but I didn't.
I'm gonna say Pope.
Edward's a no Pope, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Oh, Danielle, you've had a stinker. You've had a
So-
Castoria this
told
week.
you, didn't I?
Wow.
Didn't I say?
The crown's gone.
Wow.
Mhm, mhm.
Alex put the pressure on to take the lead. Mark.
Pope.
There was a Pope, Mark.
Go on, Alex.
There was a Pope, Mark. So to even up,
Slap my head with a cow's ass. Gee, I hate that.
final one.
honestly.
This is to even the scores, and we'll have joint Pope or no Pope champions this week. Unless we think of a tie break. Felix, Paul. Felix.
Pope.
Felix was a Pope. Yes! Felix was a Pope. So we have joint champions. Both are 3 out of 5, Stato and Paul.
No
Well done,
tiebreaker,
boys.
no.
Right, you're going to have to come up with a tiebreak question, Billy.
Do you want to think of a tiebreaker? Right. Okay, we'll think of a tiebreaker. But this is stupid because you all know it's no Pope 'cause I'm making a name up.
Right.
All right.
Well,
all right.
turn it back onto football, Billy. You can have a football question or something like that, nearest the pin or something like that.
Okay. I've got one.
Okay.
Right, Paul Dionysius.
Dionysius. I've done Dionysius quite a few times, actually. Dionysius. No pope.
Dionysius was a pope. So, Alex, to win.
You say Sid, I'm going to put my fist through this camera.
This is for the win, then. Zosimus.
Pope.
Oof.
Zosimus. That's a very quick answer. And it was a pope. So, Alex is the champion this week.
Oh, Billy. He was a Brazilian number 10 midfielder.
Go on, Alex.
There you go, Alex. That's how he's the champion of Pope or no Pope this week.
I love that. Well done.
Ah,
Might make a slight alteration next week because I'm running out of Pope. So, might be something slightly different. Saint or ain't.
Saint Orient.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, Billy.
I love it.
Saint Orient. God. John Joe, thanks for your super chat, mate. Play sudden death we just did. But unfortunately, well, thank God Pope or no Pope is no more, and it's going to Saint Orient next week.
You're the only one who hasn't won.
Kiss me ass. Right, there you go, guys. That is TTR Friday, all done and dusted for you. Thank you very much to everybody that tuned in tonight for both shows. Thank you to everyone that super chatted and joined in the fun. Great to have you putting in your Gladiator names, etc. It's what it's all about. We don't have a show planned for tomorrow, of course, but if anything happens, any news breaks, then I will do a video for you guys. We will be back on Sunday with myself at 1:30 with the watch along. So 1:30 till 2 o'clock, we'll be doing the team news and the build up, and then from 2 o'clock it'll be live commentary, and then 7 p.m. on Sunday night will be the review. So we'll be doing our thoughts on the game, thoughts on how it went, and of course the player ratings, which will be interesting because Danielle didn't do them last time, and we were going to get a lot of the viewers gave 10s to everybody on your behalf, Danielle. So there you go. Thank you to you three. Thank you to the mod squad. Thank you again to everybody. We hope you've had a great show and a great laugh to go into the weekend with, and we will be back on Sunday, if not before. Take care, guys. Have a blast over the weekend. See you soon.
Have a great weekend.